The world around us is changing.
This last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny.
What's up guys, Buddy here, and welcome back for another episode of Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode, we had a 40-minute episode where the game froze at the end of it. But, we're back at Nellis Air Force Base, where Janet has arrived.
It's great to finally meet you.
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
And you're even more handsome up close. Do you think it'll be okay if I hang around here for a little while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women.
I hear the cons won't trouble us anymore.
Shut up.
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate the compliments. I'll see you later.
Don't get blown up.
I won't. Well, that's it. That is literally it. We're done. That is all the quests you can do with Nellis. Except for the main storyline. So, in this episode we're going to be working on that, as this random boomer runs away. We should pick this guy off just for being a dick. Where is Pearl? One sec, let's set the Volare quest. Yeah, in the last episode we also, in case you guys didn't notice, I should explain, when we talked to Don Hostettler and delivered that package, that was the next step at Heartache by the Number. Not Heartache by the Number, sorry. Abba Dabba Honeymoon, which was Diane and Jack's quest. The one back at the con place, they gave us the package to deliver to the Crimson Caravan, and that was that package. And also, if you remember back really early on in the game, the Mojave Outpost, the NCR place, had a woman there called Cass, and she said, yeah, my advice is to go and work for the Crimson Caravan. That's probably a good idea. And there's a quest involving that, which has been advanced. It's called Heartache by the Number, and we've advanced that quest slightly. But we got to continue with the You Can Depend on Me quest, which is the one that started with Alice McLafferty, which goes to Camp McCarran, to actually get forward in Heartache by the Number. So the only quest that we've actually gotten any further in really is Abba Dabba Honeymoon. So we can go and do something else with that if we wanted to. But first of all,
I've never seen a ghoul up close. Not sure I wanted to.
First of all, we've got stuff to do with the boomers.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Well, I think I've done everything. I think I've done everything I can to help out, or, well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Very well, Pro. Now we need to go over to Loyal and ask him about the next step. So, yep, we'll go into that. And I'm assuming we're gonna find some sort of bomber in the crashed lake that Pete was talking about. I think if you've talked to people enough, you would have figured that out by now. It's not a spoiler. Loyal, what's up, brother?
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
Lady in the water? That sounds really creepy, Loyal.
Ain't nothing creepy about it. It's a term of respect. A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
Of course. How do you expect to raise a bomber from the... I've already figured that out with Pete. We're already attaching ballasts to it.
It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. I'll mark its location on your Pip-Boy map.
Okay, how do you expect to do it?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
Alright, I'm game.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any idea how to get to the bottom of Lake Mead without drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Sounds like a good idea. Don't tell me Jack's in the mess hall, please. Oh, okay, he's over there. With his new girlfriend. Jack, buddy.
I've never been so happy in my entire
Oh,
life.
that's good. Rebreather?
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Corn silk, rubber hose, and removable adhesive would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now.
I know you can.
Here you go. A new rebreather.
Thank you very much. This is a quest item that sticks with you
Bye.
no matter what. A lot of people may actually recognize this item if you watch anything Fallout New Vegas related, because pretty much if you've done this quest, you have this item. There is almost no way to remove this item. It's with you if you go to Dead Money. It's with you if you go to any of the other DLCs. This item stays in your inventory. Period. It's insane. It's also one of the only items in the game to have damage resistance. Damage resistance is useless. Where is it? There you go. Rebreather. It has damage resistance. Now, I think this was a coding error. A lot of people agree that this was probably a coding error. Now, the rebreather has damage resistance. Everything else in the game has damage threshold. Here's why we think this is a coding error. Because Fallout 3 had damage resistance. And they ported this engine over. Well, actually, the engine is identical to the Fallout 3 engine. So when they were porting the engine over, they probably left damage resistance in for a little while before switching over to damage threshold. So they probably left this as damage resistance. Damage resistance in this game is absolutely useless. So yeah, just thought I'd point that out. So what we're gonna what I want to do. You guys might actually have something that's a lot closer to Lake Mead, like a fast travel point. But because I haven't explored much, like if you're doing this quest, you're probably quite ahead in the game. Where I'm actually quite early in the game. So doing this quest now, I don't have that many fast travel points. The closest one I had was Camp Golf. So I'm heading to Camp Golf. Lake Mead is this big lake here. It's got clean water in it. I'm hoping this won't prove me wrong. Nope. 0 rads. This is where a lot of the water merchants around here, and even back in California, get their water from Lake Mead. The NCR obviously controls the lake, and pumps a lot of it through to merchants around the area with water licenses, and I think they also pump quite a bit of it back to California. It's a very important resource in a post-apocalyptic world. Over there's a shack. You should probably discover the shack. Yeah, go on. Oh no, that would take too much time. As you can see, when we're underwater with the rebreather, the oxygen gauge doesn't go down at all. So that is the purpose of the rebreather. The B39, I think it is a fast travel location by itself. There's also actually a player home up there, at least a possible player home. A lot of people like this player home. I don't, because it's in the middle of nowhere. But we're going to discover it nonetheless. Good God. Good God. Good God. Hey. These guys are quite tough. I should probably point this out. So yeah, you might want to be careful coming up here. I feel suitably prepared because I have this thing. One of the most overpowered weapons in the game. This haul rifle is just awesome. There you go. Some of the tougher enemies in the game wiped out. So yeah, this is actually considered a nice player home. There's a bit of storage over here. There's a bit of storage over here. There's a bed somewhere. I don't think it has a workbench, which I don't like, but I think all that really needs a place needs to be a player home is storage and a bed. But I want a workbench and a reloading bench. Yep, here's the bed. Reasonable player home, I guess. It's safe for your storage, but yeah. Over there, I think, is when where we're going to be bringing up the bomber. We need to dive in though and find it first. Should be down here somewhere. We should be pretty close. Once you see that little bay over there, the bomber is quite close. Lake Mead is beautiful, by the way. I have to mention, this is one of the only clean sources of water in Fallout games, and it's really nice. I really do like Lake Mead. As you can see, it's just... I mean, a lot of you are thinking it's not that good looking, but I do think it is one of the best water sources in Fallout history. And there's another area that has clean water in this game, but it's not in the main game, it's in the DLC. And we'll be getting to that, again, sooner rather than later. So, I guess you can look forward to that if you're a water fanatic. Actually, so I should mention this, I am actually a water fanatic. I drink a lot of water. I'm known by some real life friends for drinking too much water. And, yeah, so, ironically, I am a water fan. I drink a lot of water. Anyway, you need to just come over here, attach the ballasts to the bomber, and then head up to the surface, up to the bay we just saw, which is over there. There it is. That's where we're at. There, by the way, is a very dangerous area if you're low leveled, so be careful. Despite the fact that yes, I am doing this in what I consider to be early in the game, I am actually quite high leveled. So I'm 26, I think. No, 24. Yeah, 24. Which is close to the level cap of the main game. I should mention, by the way, that when this game came out, it only had a level 30 level cap. You could only get up to level 30. Since the DLCs have come out, it's now been expanded to level 50. But when the game came out, level 30 was your maximum level. The bomber has awakened. And this is Calville Bay. And over there is the nemesis of many a New Vegas player. Not mine particularly. I don't mind them too much. But they are a bunch of buggers. Shit, what happened to the... Okay. That's a pretty low texture, as you can probably see. So I was worried that my weaponry texture project had been uninstalled accidentally. I uninstalled the weather mod, Project Reality. Didn't uninstall the weaponry texture mod. Because that's it is probably my favorite mod I've come across so far. Is the weaponry texture mod. I think all of these weaponry textures are really cool. Like, Thump Thump isn't a great example. Knock Knock isn't a great example, but this is probably my favorite example. Is the Q35 matter modulator. Okay, Cazador's cleaned out. Over here, there's an area with Cazador nests, which you can probably tell that's why the Cazadors came from. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. No wonder there are Cazadors about. There's Cazador nests in here. Pretty dangerous area if you're low level. And they often send you here when you're low level. A lot of people go to boomers pretty low level, because getting the boomers on your side is actually part of the main quest of this game. So, yeah. Did I just see... I thought I just saw laser weapons. Oh well. Up here is a reception area for... Let me see if it says it. Does it? Oh. I thought this was a discoverable location. I was wrong. Oh, it is. Never mind. Bitter Springs recreation area. And in here is a Sunset Sarsaparilla machine. My companions have followed. And some rats. There we go. And there's a Sunset Sarsaparilla star bottle cap here. Actually, there's two. So, there you go. But I finished collecting star bottle caps now. Which is good. We should probably go collect that reward, actually. Ooh, Tumblers Today. Tumblers Today is a magazine that, even though we don't need it, increases your lockpick. Oh, shit. Increases your lockpick by 4. So we don't need it, because we're already at 100 lockpick, but it always helps. We're actually not. We're at 94, but because of my perks, that basically means I always have increased perception. I'm basically at 100. Yeah, so, yeah, that's why. I had, in case anybody doesn't remember, because I haven't mentioned this in a while, the perk that I picked at the beginning of the game was, what's his name? it was Four Eyes. I think Four Eyes is the name of the perk, which takes your perception down by 1, but pluses it by 2 if you have glasses on. So I picked that because I don't like perception too much, so I don't mind losing the perception. And like I said, it often gives you a lot of bonuses. I'm going to leave it here in terms of exploring this area. There is another place around here, as you may imagine, Bitter Springs Recreation Area, that I'd like to explore eventually. But right now, that's fine. We can come back here later. But first of all, we should head back to the Nellis Hangars, and that is probably going to be it for the episode. I believe we're more than 50 minutes in. I think we're about 15 minutes, maybe just over. So I think we're going to leave it as soon as we finish this quest. And we're done. So where's Loyal? Hello, Loyal.
I can't. It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Your plan worked. The plane floated up. Seemed to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
How exactly do you plan to get the plane back here?
I just told you. The robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
Are you planning to use diversionary tactics to draw their attention?
Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere. By the time they realize they aren't under attack, the plane and the bots will be long gone. The kids wish we were shelling a real target, but Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war just as the lady has risen.
Wait, so who are they distracting?
Hey, I better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
Is it the NCR they're distracting? That seemed a little bit clumsy in terms of the writing there. I usually like New Vegas writing. Alright, well the quest is almost over. We just need to head to Pearl. Oh, I like that. My mouse, one of my macros is apparently control. I don't know, I didn't realize that. So one of my macros is apparently crouch. That's actually really cool. I hate pressing control to crouch in this game. So having it on my mouse is really cool. I like that. You can also do with having jump, or maybe a hotkey or two. But, oh well. Stimpaks would be a cool hotkey. Yeah. Open Pearl's Barracks. Pearls! We did it!
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
I've spoken to Loyal. The B-52, what? The B-29 is on its way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
Volare! Achievement unlocked on Steam. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Oh, she seems so happy. Yep, that's it. That is the quest. That is all you needed to finish it. There is, as you can probably tell by the weird looking dialogue tree there is an option if you're doing the main quest to tell her to do something, but we're gonna wait for that one. And yeah, so we'll be coming back here where we got something to do with the main quest. Also in this desk. Uh-oh. Not in that desk, sorry. Somewhere around here. I'll find it in a second and I'll tell you. It might be this. No, it's something locked.
You've done us a great service. Thank you for your help.
I'm going to check these lockers to make sure it's not in here. There's something we need to get here before we leave. It's in a locked container at somewhere in this room. So let me just check. Oh wait, is it in a locked container? No, it's not in a locked container. Okay. Just gonna take all this stuff. Colonel Blackwell's key and an inventory transfer order. Miscellaneous inventory transfer order. Due to current events, Staff Sergeant Daniels is hereby authorized to transport item number T118368, codenamed Circuit Breaker, to installation known as Vault 34, to be sealed in its armory for safekeeping until the manufacturer can retrieve the prototype for protections. Signed, Colonel Roy Blackwell. So there's a Circuit Breaker item that was transported to Vault 34, assumedly just before the war started, and because the war broke out, it was kept in Vault 34, and obviously the Boomers got a hold of this little transfer order and kept it with them, along with the key to get to this circuit breaker thing. Keep that in mind for later. We're not going to be needing it for a while, but still, keep it in mind for later. That is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh look, here are all the kids.
What are you doing?
Mini Boomer. I like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, add it to your favorites perhaps, check out the rest of the series, and check out the rest of my of the channels in my other channels box, because they're all awesome. Aside from that, that's the end of this little mini saga of Boomer episodes. I know it's been quite a while since we've not seen the Boomers around, but we are done with the Boomers now, at least for now. There are a couple of things we need to come back here for. We're pretty much done with them, and in the next episode what we're going to be doing is traveling where? It's a good question. There are two options here, and I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to head up here, up on into the northwest side of Vegas, and we're going to head up to this little town here called Jacobstown, and we're going to do a couple of quests here, and I think that'll be about it, really. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, again, leave all the awesome feedback that I just mentioned, comment if you have anything to say, and I will see you guys next time. Ta-da!